Hello everyone and welcome to Storytime with Liz. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to be reading this book, and this book is called George's Amazing Adventures, Treats for a T-Rex by Adam and Charlotte Guillain. Let's take a look. A boy called George had a staggering thought that a T-Rex could still be alive. So he built a hang glider and packed up his bag with the tools he would need to survive. George looked at his map and called, "Trixie, let's go! We'll need all of your tricks when we're there." Then his dog did a backflip and jumped in the bag, and the friends glided off through the air. They soared over cities and far out to sea, till a strange island came into view. An enormous volcano rose out of the mist, and down to its summit George flew. When they came into land, Trixie spotted a ball, and she leapt out of George's backpack, but what she unearthed was a very large egg that suddenly started to crack. "It's a dinosaur egg!" shouted George, "and it's huge!" Trixie barked as it rolled all about. Could it be that a T-Rex was going to hatch? No! A pterosaur baby popped out. The pterosaur's mother swooped down with a squawk. George knew he had only one chance. "Quick, Trixie," he shouted, "let's teach them a trick." And the pterosaurs learned how to dance. But as George rewarded them all with a treat, from above came a strange munching sound. "Trixie, look out!" shouted George in alarm. As a huge foot crashed down on the ground. "A massive diplodocus!" George gasped in awe. Then he gulped as it lifted its leg. As quick as a flash, George called out to his dog, who taught it to sit up and beg. "These dinosaur tricks are amazing," said George. And Diplodocus grinned as it sat. But just as the thrill of success made George smile, a tail hit the mud with a splat. A grumpy Triceratops glared down at George, then widened his jaws at full stretch. George picked up some sticks and he looked at his dog. "Come on, Trixie," he said. "Let's play fetch." Triceratops playfully joined in the game, but fed up George slumped to the ground. He'd come on this mission to find a T-Rex. Then he heard a loud stampeding sound. And into the clearing they burst a great herd of terrified small dinosaurs. "Something scary is coming," George called to his dog. Then he heard the most terrible roar. "A T-Rex at last!" shouted George with a whoop. Then it opened its jaws for a snack. "It thinks we're for dinner," George stammered in fear. Just then Trixie rolled onto her back. "Really?" George asked as he tickled her tum. How he hoped that her plan wouldn't fail. The T-Rex just snorted and tilted its head before rolling and wagging its tail. "Clever Trixie," cried George as he threw a retreat. Then he lifted his hand and said, "Sit." The T-Rex obeyed and George had an idea. "I know what to do. Let's train it." So George and his dog taught the T-Rex to stay, and they trained it to jump over sticks. And with yummy treats, all the dinosaurs learned how to do perfect prize-winning tricks.
Hooray!
happy end. Well, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed that wonderful story, and I hope you join me next time when we read some more wonderful books. Bye everyone! Hey guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Please, please, please. I would really love for this channel to really grow big, and I need your help. Please guys, show your support and subscribe. Thank you guys.